So you'll do that by going up to the section that says New. There's a couple of different drop downs here, and that includes the same thing that you would see on the screen itself on your main dashboard. So we're going to click on 3D Design. So here's your overview. You have the Tinkercad logo in the upper left-hand corner here. You have the title over here, and you have various buttons right in line with the Tinkercad logo. Below that, there are some more tools. If you hover over them, you can see what each of them does. If they're grayed out, they're not selectable, and we'll see the circumstances on when they are selectable. And then you have your menu over here on the right-hand side, and that has import, export, all of your shapes, and different planes and comment sections. And then you have your window right here with your work plane and the ability to maneuver as well. These are things that you can use to maneuver without a mouse. I rarely end up using them, but they also can be helpful depending on the circumstances of your design. Okay, so whenever you start a file, you want to change the name. Tinkercad has this auto-generated title, and those names repeat. So this is the title that you would want to make sure that you can find your file and design later. Otherwise, it can be confusing. As someone who has several hundred designs, trust me, if they were all repeating with shiny cup Lzing, you would definitely go a little nuts. So we're going to rename this. We're going to call this Tester Intro. And then we're going to take a look at the different parts as well. So one of the things that you would probably do when you get started is work with a shape. Your shape menu is over here. On the right hand side, there's a drop down, and there's a bunch of other different shapes. Some of these were user made. Some of them are more complex. Many of these have similar features. There's like rounded boxes versus a traditional cube, spiral shapes, all these different kinds of things that go beyond just a cube, a cylinder, a cone. But right now, for the most part, you're only going to need your basic shapes, and we're going to start with that. We're not going to get into the other shape libraries, shapes in the shape library, so let's just focus on what we have here. If you end up having a shape you really enjoy, there's also the ability to save it, but either way, you will still have all of these shapes available right away. Oh, that star is available, favoriting a shape is available and important if you create your own shapes, which we're not going to show in this class, but that is an option that you can do. So, over here you would click on, let's say, a box, like so. You click on anywhere on the work plane, and it's going to be right here. Your shape starts flat at the 0 line. If you remember geometry, you have your planes, you have the X, Y axis, and then you have the Z axis. Z is X is horizontal, Y is up and is vertical, sort of. And then you have the Z-axis, which is actually up and down. So that kind of goes in across, and then with a line straight through the middle of all of that. So any of your shapes start right here immediately. You can maneuver and change that, but immediately we're not going to do that because we're literally just starting with the basics. Your default for any shape that is in Tinkercad, your unit of measure is in millimeters. When we go to 3D print, here in the Makerspace, all of our units are in millimeters. So if you have a request, say, hey, we want it in a couple of different inches, we always convert that, heads up. You can design in inches, though. The last thing to note, in the lower corner in your work plane area is drop down to different units of measure. So you can move and adjust your shape by these specific units. And then there's also settings. And your settings offer the ability to show the grid, show shadows, Shadows don't affect your design, but if you were, say, making a design instead of something for 3D printing, for 3D modeling, that's why you would have shadows and make it look a little more realistic. And also would let you know that there is an overlap in your shapes. Then you have zoom speed. Don't adjust that. It would affect how fast you can zoom in or zoom out with the scroll wheel. Then you have your units here. So there's millimeters, inches, and bricks. You can design in bricks. We will not be doing that. But this is when you would change that. As you see, this number changed too. The original default is 200. That means that it's saying that your basic form is, your basic plate in space work area is, I believe, 4 inches? No, the 4 would be that, 8 inches. And so you would change that, it's just under that amount there. So that would be your default. You can change that manually and adjust that to whatever you want it to be. Say you wanted it to be 10 by 10 inches, and that would be useful if that's how you wanted to start your design. For the most part, you're just going to need the basics. So we're going to change that back to 200. Make that as your default, and then close. Okay, so back to your shapes here. When I clicked off of this a second, you might have noticed that something dropped off right here, and that the different icons here changed. Take a look at this when I click on the box again, all the areas of the screen. Okay, so by default, your shape, this is not renamable like your title of your document, but up here there is just a box. If you create a custom shape, you could manually name that, but all of your shapes in the shape library have a default name: box, cylinder, sphere, cone, or and then there is the ability to edit that. You can manually put something in, which would be helpful if you were trying to make a shape at a specific size or adjustment. Then you can change the number of steps that are involved. A shape like this in the box has the ability to have a bevel on the edge. So if we zoomed in, you can say that instead of seeing it squared off, it can be a little more rounded. And then you can manually change here the units of measure on your shape. And you can see that they match up here and there. I'm going to match that back down to 20.